You, me, and MPs. What is an MP? We all have a responsibility to take care of Australia and make sure we're all able to live, work, and appreciate country. Australia's First Peoples are the traditional custodians of the lands and waterways which sustain us. They've been caring for country for over 60,000 years. Following British colonisation, the running of Australia has been done through representative governments. Governments are groups of people given responsibilities to look after various aspects of our lives. In Australia, there are three types of governments: federal government, state, and local. Each type of government has different responsibilities. Based in the nation's capital, Canberra, the federal government looks after the whole of Australia, including tax, Centrelink, immigration, visas, and foreign policy. Victoria's state government looks after services such as hospitals, roads and railways, public transport, police and utilities like water and electricity. Local governments, or sometimes called a local council or shire, look after specific areas within each state. They take care of things like rubbish collection, recycling, parking, and cultural facilities. Governments are made up of representatives that are elected by the citizens of Australia, like you and me, to do this work. In Victoria, Members of Parliament, or MPs, are your representatives in the state parliament. They can be elected to the Legislative Council or the Legislative Assembly. Members of Parliament are elected to represent different areas of the state, known as electorates. Electorates are made up of people like you and me, known as the constituency. MPs come from many different backgrounds. Some are lawyers, nurses, farmers, accountants, teachers, or small business owners. Some MPs belong to a political party, and usually the political party with the most elected parliamentarians forms the government. The government sets the priorities of what is discussed in Parliament. The Premier is the head of government, and they choose members of their government to become cabinet ministers, who are in charge of specific departments like health, education, and transport. You can contact your MP by emailing them or writing them a letter, calling or visiting the office and speaking to an electorate officer. When contacting the office over the phone or in person, you can request an interpreter if you need one.